Welcome to Luxor, the land of temples and really cute children. We stayed with the most delightful couch surfers on the west bank of Luxor. It was a very rural area, and you could walk around in the farmland and hang out with all of the children. The sunsets behind the mountain were also incredible to see. I was pretty convinced by the end of the trip we were going to adopt every child and animal that we found. I think sometimes when we go traveling, we are so focused on seeing all of the sights that there are to see, but understanding the culture of a place, to me, is much more important. And the time that we got to spend with the kids walking on the street, and some locals actually invited us into their home to have tea with them, and we got to share experiences with them. And sometimes you can't even speak the same language, but you still understand each other, and everyone was so giving to us. But the statues were pretty cool too, and our couch surfers made us the best meals. They were all vegan and incredible, so they were a highlight of our trip as well. I was trying to do my best of providing all the information for everyone because I was feeling very, very sick from the heat. I definitely would recommend going to Egypt, especially to Luxor and Aswan at another time of the year, maybe not in the summer. I was having a hard time staying hydrated. Karnak Temple cost 120 Egyptian pounds to get in, but you get to see everything. It is the biggest temple that you can see, and it has tons of hieroglyphics. They say that when you go to the temple, you release yourself of all of your negative energy. And I really felt that. The beam of light that you felt in the room and all the different special exhibits that they had were amazing. I would recommend getting a tour guide in the beginning. They only cost a couple dollars each, and it saves you from having to pay all of the locals who keep trying to show you around as you go through the temple. You have to ask about the tomb of Queen Nefertari and Sekhmet statue. Next, we went to the Valley of the Kings, and this valley was really interesting. We spent a couple hours there. It was 160 Egyptian pounds to get in. One thing we learned is you should always bring a student ID, or if there's any way that you can get a student ID to bring, everything is half the price for all of the things that you can go and see. They're really strict about videoing and recording in the tombs unless you get special permission and pay, I think, twice as much to do that. So don't take pictures unless you are going to pay, because I tried to do that. We decided to skip Valley of the Queens and go to Hatshepsut Temple instead because it was going to be a little bit different, something new to see. And it was really amazing to be at her temple because she was one of the only rulers. It's nice to see a female that actually gets to be in charge and do something good for Egypt. Plus the views that you can see from the Nile up through the mountains, all the way around the valley are incredible. In order for us to get from the West Bank to the East Bank, it was quickest to go by ferry. It was 2 Egyptian pounds to go across, and it was actually a really cool experience to be on the ferry and to be on the Nile. When you get to the other side, everyone's waiting for you to get off, and unfortunately the tourism has gone down, so people are really eager to get your business, which can seem kind of annoying. So we actually had to give in and get a horse ride because the guy would not stop walking with us for about 2 miles. And they teach the kids at a young age how to beg for money, which was also a little bit frustrating. And they're super cute though, so we almost adopted these 2 little boys. We made sure to catch every sunset that we could, and our couch surfers showed us one of the best views above Habu Temple. Habu Temple was only 60 Egyptian pounds to get into, and it was one of the best for the deep carvings and the color that still exists to this day that they put on back in the ancient times. It's just unreal to see something like that. At this point, I was feeling better. A little salt and a lot of water and rest helped my dehydration and my heat stroke. We are staying in a castle.
Juste pour te voir sourire, jusqu'à la fin de nos vies, si je
The couchsurfers we stayed with work for a company that they do Nile cruises on a family-type boat, which hosts yoga, meditation, and other business events for 4 to 50 people. And they showed us around. The boats were amazing, and they offer organic food, cozy rooms, and friendly staff. If you're interested, you can go to their link on Facebook. Thanks again for following along and subscribing to my channel.